I'm not known for my intellect. It's not what people come here and see. I concern you? Well, that's okay. You're allowed to be concerned. Let us load a game. Day 9. Root. I went over these last things last time. The 24th. It's 21st today. Oh, we can get enough money by the 24th. We can afford to go buy more beer. Beer on discount. The owner is trying to quit drinking, so he's selling them dirt cheap. Hell yeah. For $1,000. Let me know if the music is too loud or anything, people. She will focus at work. Alright, let's go to work. Good evening. Ah, Jill, good timing. Is it? You two always make me feel like I'm late. If it helps, that dog isn't coming until sometime later. Anyway, do you have something planned for Sunday? Watch silly Mega Christmas specials with 1,000 grams of black fur on my lap? Why? I was thinking about holding a small Mega Christmas party here this Sunday. You in? Sure, why not? Alright. Invite any client you're acquainted with, the more the merrier. You didn't bring your cat today? The raid stopped. They found whoever or whoever they were looking for. Huh. Anyways, we better start working. Yeah, you better. Random music, go! Hey, mods can do polls, right? I'm thinking of a poll I might want done. Or maybe I'll... I think I need to decide on something before I decide to go with it. Yeah, I'll do it in the break. I'll do it in the break. We have music. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Welcome to Valhalla. A new character. This isn't much to go on so far. I want a fluffy dream. May I see your ID, please? I don't have an ID because, I'm the ghost of Mega Christmas Past? I'll haunt you constantly until you give me a fluffy dream. Do you have money to pay for the drinks? Well, Do you? Yes, I have money. The girl asked for a fluffy dream, but she's got to be crazy if she thinks she's getting alcohol so easily. Don't give her alcohol. Got it. Aged and mixed. Here you go. Wow, I actually got a drink. So, who are you here to stalk, Miss Ghost of Mega Christmas Past? Stalk? Oh, right, I'm a ghost. That guy, yeah. Which employee did you leave without a Mega Christmas Gil? Which employee did you leave without a Mega Christmas Gil? I really like the soundtrack. It is a good soundtrack. Jill, please. Would have been funnier if he reacted to that. Sorry, kid, I'm not in the mood to humour you today unless you have some sort of ID. Here. Well, in a year or so, I would gladly serve you a drink. But until then, this is no place for you. But I already got a drink. A non-alcoholic one. You didn't expect me to really give you a drink, right? So if you would please leave. I can't leave. Not after trying so hard to even get here. Alright, let's start from the beginning, Miss Norma. How did you know my name? I saw your ID. It could have been a fake ID. I don't think you're stupid enough to make a fake ID that doesn't put you at 18 at the very least. You're very sharp, Miss Bartender. You look like a nice girl, Norma. Why come to a bar like this? You seem like you're in a bad mood, Miss Bartender. Nah, she's just like that all the time. Shut up. Sorry, I've been harsh. These last couple of days have been heavy. And having someone underage here reminds me of a certain incident from last week. Incident? Well, don't change the subject, young lady. Why did you come here? What do you care? I can do whatever I want. Unless it's illegal, in which case anyone can, should, and probably will stop you. I just wanted to be more wild, you know? Wild? My mum puts way too many expectations on my shoulders. I've always been out to make sure I don't disappoint her. But it's never enough. It's not good enough to have good grades. She also wants me to go out and take a college preparation course. And I'm tired. I don't want to do things for her anymore. So you came to a bar. Maybe if I came back home smelling like alcohol, she would leave me alone. That's not how it works, Norma. You can't just do whatever. There are laws. Indeed. Yes, at least over here in my turf, in the UK, you can't be selling alcohol to underage kids. If I'm not good enough for her, I might as well kill any hope she has in me. It's funny, I also have a friend who is being pressured by her mother. Really? Yeah, but in her case, she's being pressured to settle down and form a family. Oh. So let me get this straight. You came here to make your mother disappointed. Yes. Do you like alcohol? Actually, I think it's nasty. Then you're doing things wrong. What? If you're going to disappoint your mum, at least do it with something you like. Like, become a belly dancer because you want to be a belly dancer. I'm from the UK. Is Mountain Dew considered an energy drink? No, I think it's just considered fizzy drink, like Coke or Pepsi or something like that. I don't think Mountain Dew is considered energy. I don't think Mountain Dew has anything that is particularly energy about it. I mean, we've got Monster and Red Bull. Those are the first energy drinks that come to mind. We don't really sell Mountain Dew. I know a couple of shops do, but they tend to be not the big ones. They don't tend to be your, I don't know where you're from, caffeinated pull of fur. Fluff. Fur? Fluff? Either one. Can I call you Calf? Is it alright if I call you Calf? That's going to make it a lot easier for me. But yeah, we don't really sell Mountain Dew. Not the big shops anyway. Not the Tesco's and your Asda's, which are like our Walmarts and our Costco's. Although I have definitely bought it before. I definitely remember when I was younger, they sold it more, but they have since stopped selling it as much. I can call you by any name you like. Alright, Calf it is. Yeah, I don't think it... I'm gonna look it up. You got me curious now. Never mind, it is. It is considered an energy drink within the UK. I think it must be the amount of caffeine in it. I wonder how Coke gets away with it not being an energy drink. Unless it is an energy drink and they just don't tell you. No, less caffeine in it. Interesting. Fascinating stuff. Otherwise, you're just trying to hurt her for the sake of hurting her. Let's start with something. What do you like doing? I don't know. I've been so focused on trying to be good enough that I haven't been able to think about what I want to do. Don't you think you should start there? Huh? What good is doing something just for the sake of hurting someone? If she gets disappointed in you over something you like doing, you have the right to protest. But if you're hurting her by hurting yourself over something you don't enjoy, sounds silly, huh? Very. Go home, do some self-discovery before hurting your mum, would you? Or at the very least, humour her until you're old enough to move out. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Miss Bartender. Call me Jill. Jill. Alright. Careful out there. In the end, you did humour her for a bit. Shut up. Oh, a doggy. I remember. I'm trying to remember the stupid voice I did for the dog. It was like a hey, dude. Hello, little. No, it was a bit more insane. Hello, little girl. Oh shit. G&J, how are you doing? You're late. Miss me, Jay? You're too early. Ah, good to see you here. Boss, will he be any good around here? I'm right here. I know. Of course, I spent a lot of time training him. Why do you think he didn't show up last week? Because how the hell would I know you're doing you bring a part-timer dog? Here, let me show you. Sit. Sir, yes, sir. Roll. Sir, yes, sir. Paw. Sir, yes, sir. Training, of course. He's only shouting sir, yes, sir, and not doing anything else, though. I never said I did a perfect job. Is that a motorcycle? No shit. Hey, not in my office. In the end, he's just a dog, I guess. Another new person, my god. Yes. Voice. Alright. I think I've got one. Bathroom? Oh, sorry, it's only for clients. Oh, promise me you'll buy something afterwards? It's that door over there. Who the hell are you? The other one? Sheesh. I said get out of my desk. But the world's ending. It was just a motorcycle. They're the four riders then. Those are horsemen and it already stopped. Thanks. Don't mention it. I need to buy something now, right? Oh no, you don't have to. Sorry if it looked like I meant to inconvenience you. No, I'll order something. I need a rest anyways. What can I get you? Piano woman would be nice. Sorry, didn't hear you. I'll have a Mars Blast. Sure. A Mars Blast for Biker Guy. I think he said Piano Woman first, though. Yeah, let's get him a Piano Woman. I think being a bartender myself, I would probably ask for clarification. in that situation. Here. You look happy. Shut up. Is that motorcycle out there yours, mister? Call me Mario. And yes, it's mine. Sorry for the noise. Oh, don't worry, it's not like you stayed outside too long or anything. So, what do you work as, Mario? I live to paint the roads black with my wheels, leaving the trail of my engine sounds wherever I go. I'm a rebel. Fuck the red lights, fuck the speed limits, fuck the helmet lords. Lords? The helmet lords! Fuck the helmet lords. The roads are mine and mine alone. I am... Guys, I'm going outside with the dog. We'll advertise the bar. Hello, doggy. Hello, shady guy. Shady? I'll be back before too long, don't worry. Alright. Careful. Who was she? Oh, she's my boss. She was cute. Next time he comes in, I can picture him going, "It's a me, Mario!" Not that you're not cute, and it's not like I'm into girls either. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I just... So where do you work, Mario? I told you, I'm a rebel, Rebels can't maintain those bikes for too long. What's your day job? I'm a delivery boy. That's really appropriate, I guess. What do you deliver? I'm from a courier company, so it's kind of like mail, I guess. I'm always around the city, and I know it like the palm of my hand. Sure, I might not remember every building, but I remember every intersection and every street. That's nice. I still can't take detours without feeling totally lost. You know, I've lived in my city for about 3-4 years now. If someone names a street, I probably wouldn't tell you how to get there. And I only know like 10% of the city. I haven't actually gone outside of the area, which I know. And the last city I lived in was exactly the same. I'm not very good with directions. I mostly just tell people to use Google Maps, which is probably a little bit rude of me. See, what you do when people ask you for directions is you point in a direction and say it's that way, turn left, turn right, follow the road, and then you run off in the other direction and then you never get caught. Top tip to avoid social situations. Try guiding yourself with the help of landmarks around here. The Saver Station's antenna is a good reference. I mean, what do I care? Fix that yourself up, bitch. That was the most unnatural line reading ever, but I feel like it's appropriate. Do you want anything else, Mario? I guess a Moonblast would be nice. Moonblast. Gut Punch. Yeah, that one. Kenny asked for a Gut Punch, but I'm pretty sure he asked for a Moonblast first. I get the impression this is someone definitely trying to put on a front. I had a friend like this once that kind of acted a bit like this. Would act like one thing, but then half the time would be another thing. It can get kind of exhausting to be friends with someone like that. At least in my experience. You never quite know what you're going to get from them. Here. Yeah, this is good. It's a Moonblast. No, never mind. Say, Mario, why do you try so hard to keep up that tough guy image? It isn't working. Maybe when you arrived and had to go to the bathroom, but after that you just looked cute. Cute. So why do it? Bikers are supposed to be scary, right? Rebels that cause trouble and ride free from society's ties. If we applied that brand of logic here, I should be wearing 1/3 of my clothes and lighting drinks on fire. I guess. Yes, Cetron? You can do whatever you want and dress however you want. It's just that you look like you're trying so hard. You're serving other people drinks, but who is serving you drinks? Oh, it's a hydrate time. I will serve myself a nice glass of Dr. Pepper. It's the only doctor I need. Dr. Pepper, please sponsor me. I could do with a lifetime supply. Thank you, Cetra Netterman. I'll try to get in contact with him. Please do. Let my secretary know. Like, you don't really enjoy that. It's not a lie. Who says you can't dress as a biker and still be a nice kid? Yeah, but other bikers. That sounded like something someone in high school would say. Ugh. It's just advice. Don't take it too personally. No, you're right. I don't have to be that way. Unless you want to, I ain't stopping you there. Yeah, but I don't. It's tiring and I don't feel good. If you want, you can try and stay quiet. You're pretty intimidating when you did that. I see. Will you have another drink, or did you have too many already? I can handle another one. Give me a fringe weaver. Sure. He actually asked for a fringe weaver instead of just something manly. Good for him. Aged and mixed. Here. Yep, that's the one. Thanks. Say, that guy over there. Gil, what's up with him? Are you dating him? No. Is he seeing anyone? Not as far as I know. Do you think he... Oh, never mind, I said nothing. Thank you for everything. Please come again. Gil, you heartbreaking fuckboy. Huh? What? Nothing. I'll be taking my break now, Gil. Okay, careful. Why does everyone want to be with Gil? Why does no one want to be with me? It is now safe to continue playing. I don't know why they have that there. That's just so intimidating. Billy didn't smell like poo today. That's a new one. Alright, back to business. Back. Any luck? I managed to give out some flyers, but most people were distracted by the dog. I had to tell them to go to the Red Sheba Bar to get their attention. To the Rad Sheba Bar. Oh. Anyway, I'm back to my office. You stay here. Fine! The door opens and the crowd goes wild. And when they see... Ah, dog! Sup, little girl? What are you doing in a bar? Honey, some help here? Hey, dog, I heard cats in the alley. Really? I'll check them out. Wow, you really are bad with dogs, eh? What's intimidating about it? Sorry, goldfish brain. What was that in relation to? The dog? The dog has got an attitude. That's what's intimidating about it. Also, they're kind of like a child robot. So you said something was intimidating and I didn't see anything intimidating. Oh, when you go on your break and then you come back after you save, it says it's now safe to continue playing, which is an ominous message for just a saving screen. Did I make it too obvious? Why though? I don't know. Oh, hey John. Hey. I think it's because I just got that trait at random. When AIs are created, they're given fears or tastes completely at random. I just happen to get stuck with the fear of dogs and chinchillas. Chinchillas are extinct though. Thank gods. What will you have? Well, it's that time of the month, so I have a Bleeding Jane. Coming right, up. A Bleeding Jane for Dorothy in honor of a time of the month. Just blended. Cool. Here. That time of the month. Do Lilum menstruate? Yes, oil. No, silly, we don't. There are a few maintenance things we have to do every month, but those are a different story. Then what time of the month is it? The time when I feel like drinking a Bleeding Jane. So how's business? You'd be surprised by how many people get struck by holiday depression and need some Dorothy in their life. Although, it's also the season with the most competition. I didn't know you had competition. Of course I do, both humans and Lilum. Half of them got a sexy Santa dress, and that's not fair. It was sold out. I wanted one too. But maybe it's better that way. How so? The other girls like to dress in skimpy clothes and show lots of skin. That scares off a lot of people. I am Cthulhu. Hello, zombie. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. I learned that the best way to maintain regulars is to just dress normally. Really? If I dress normally, they can just pretend I'm some acquaintance. No need to hide me until reaching the room. Hell, some even invite me to a dinner or movie before anything else. Although I must say it's a bit hard to get the clients in the first place. They can't tell what I do at a glance. The first time they see me after a call, they think I'm just making a prank or something. I never saw it that way. Which reminds me, do you serve only humans or do you serve Lilum too? Humans only, but I do have an at least 40% organic policy. Thank you for the luck. 40%? Humans from the neck up, dicks preferably organic, but I can make exceptions. For females, I'm not so strict though. Why, do you know someone that might be interested? No, just mere curiosity. Well, your curiosity left me thirsty. Give me a blue fairy. A big one, would you? Alright. A big blue fairy for the small pink-haired pixie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My boots say you were driving me crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that'll make it big. I don't think I have to go up to the top. I can't remember. That should make it a big one. Aged, no ice. Aged and mixed. Okay, that didn't count. Do I just put more alcohol in it? I mean, this might get her drunk, which will be unfortunate, but let's find out, I guess. Here you go. I wonder if anyone has seen fairies after a couple of these. Some guy tested that drink by drinking as many as he could. He thought he saw one, but he was dizzy, and what he'd seen was his puke. Oh. You know, earlier today there was a mega Christmas spirit around here? What about it? That, I'm realising I made a fuss about serving drinks to someone underage, but here I am. Nothing in particular, just a funny story. I have a funny story myself. It's the Mega Santa prank. The what? It's a prank I pull every year. First, I pick a mall, wait for a day with lots of people. Then I go to Santa's lab, and when he asks what I want, I say in the most innocent tone I can muster, I want you to make me a woman. Sometimes they try to cover it up. The Lilin wants to be a human. It's then when I say, no, I want you. After that, I say, well, at the very least, I want a dildo, a big pink one, or very bumpy cucumber. Sometimes I spice it up. Instead of cucumbers, I ask for a pony and a crane to live in. I once thought about screaming, help, I'm being molested, but I remembered it was a prank. I didn't want to ruin the guy's life. How considerate. Although I did get a client that way. It became a regular soon after. Huh. But yeah, 3 years and they still don't get that it's always me. Oh yeah? How old are you? Her situation is so strange and perplexing for me because, I mean, she's fine with it. It's all entirely consensual. Like, there's no lack of consent here. She's fine with everything she's doing and the other person's fine with it. It just makes me feel a bit icky. Like, I know it's like, I think it's just the age or the way they present themselves as their age. It's very, I don't really know how to say it. It's very weird to me. It's something I'm not amazingly comfortable with. But I guess it's fine. It's one of those things where you look at other people doing things and you're kind of like, I don't get it, but good for you, I guess. I think the implications of it are strange. She clearly has, like, a cutoff. She has lines. She has things that she's okay with and not okay with. So, I don't know. Just a bit interesting, innit? Odd enough for anything you want. Numbers, I need numbers. Are you really asking a girl her age that way? Okay, then tell me your age first. 27. No fair, you didn't get fidgety or anything like that. Fine, I'll tell you. My model is designed to look between 10 to 13 years old. My last checkup said my mental age was 24. So, this is my problem with it, right? Because she's supposed to look 10 to 13 years old. So obviously, the people that are interested in her want people that look 10 to 13 years old. But I suppose that's better than the alternative? Oh, this is a conversation and a half. I suppose that's better than the alternative of, at least there's an outlet for those people, rather than repression, which might lead to other stuff happening. It's one of these scary things when you look into the future and wonder if that's possible, or it would be likely to happen. It's about to bring up a 24-year-old who looks like a kid. Yeah, exactly. They are 24. Like, they are 24 years old. They then again, have they been like this since their creation? I don't recall her. I think she's always done this. So that means at some point she was below, like, 18. But then again, she's an AI. So how much... I'm going to assume some level of sentience here and understanding and knowing. Today's the day the Dorothy-shaped elephant in this room gets discussed. I guess so. I have kind of brought it up before, but I did brush past it a bit. But I feel like it's a conversation to have. But it could be technically therapeutic for people who, let's say someone who has those urges but hates them, and maybe this is somewhat of a moral or acceptable way to have them exercise, as opposed to the monstrous alternative. This is a hell of a conversation. It is. This raises some morality questions. It does. And it also raises some questions as to people that are attracted to people under the age of 18. Because we very much have a take this with a strong grain of salt. My opinion on people that are attracted to people under the age of 18 is they are probably mentally unwell or stunted in some way. There's probably either some trauma related to it, or I'm not a psychologist, so don't quote me on this, but I think we should treat it like a mental illness that can be supported and not something you necessarily get over from, but it can be something that you can learn to ignore healthily. Because I believe the current way we probably look at it is we probably don't look at it like it's a mental illness. I don't know enough about this topic to go in depth. This is just the vibe I get off of the world. And if they repress it unhealthily, I am human again. If they repress it unhealthily, then that's probably going to result in a situation where they might act on their urges. Or they'll explode and maybe be violent in some other manner. Because we all know from any kind of situation where you would be repressing anything, that has, one, bad effects on your health and bad effects on your mentality. So, in a very strange way, there probably should be support for those people. This is probably, in a weird way, a strangely good alternative. I wouldn't ever be comfortable with it myself, but the concept of this, as a being that can consent to it, is more okay than the alternative in my thought process. Oh God. I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to say anything like out there, too crazy or anything, or something that will be offensive. Yeah, I don't know. I was watching a medical drama on TikTok, funnily enough. So don't take this for gospel. But the impression I got was from somebody that it was on that show that expressed these feelings but never acted on them, is they were just suicidal. I can rationalize the existence of this despite how deeply uncomfortable it makes me individually. Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. And it's maybe kind of better than the things we have in place now. Because what do we do with people that are paedophiles, basically? What they either act on it and then they get put in prison, which, yes, that is the correct mode of action. Or they don't act on it and then they just hate themselves. Which isn't a life to live. And those people that have those feelings have not inherently done something wrong if they can't control it. If they have an urge beyond themselves to do so, and they can't control why they feel like that, then it just feels sad, really. It's just kind of depressing. And I know most people probably wouldn't have much sympathy for someone that felt that way, but I would have sympathy for a person that felt that way that never acted on it. because I would just view that as upsetting. Hi, B. We're having a very interesting conversation here. Welcome, welcome. Also, slightly off topic, guys, because I'm going to change the mood slightly. Do you like the new overlay thing? I can finally relax and look on your stream instead. Did you end your stream, B? Oh, you did end your stream. I hope the rest of your stream went well. That was a rather short one. Did you just have enough, or? Also, I want to show you cool things. Look, I can now do this. And I can now do this. Amazing. Cthulhu pops up when we transition. I'm planning on adding a couple of things with transitions and overlays and things like that. Soren, this makes me think of yours. Your chat. And I quite like your chat, and I like the way that it's put across. I'm used something called One-Come. One-Come? One-Come? It's Japanese. It's a Japanese program. I saw it on a TikTok. And I had a look into it, and I spent ages trying to hold on, I'll type it in. Like this. It was in Japanese, so I had to do a bit of I don't understand Japanese, so that was fun. So I had to look through the information on it until I can find the language and change it to English. And thank you very much for your 10 stream. But yes, it has been very handy. But I do like this chat. It feels we're kind of going into a bit more of a neon kind of aesthetic in general. And I quite like that, and I think I want to incorporate that into the model eventually. Because I quite like it when we have this backdrop here. And I don't think it's necessarily just appropriate for things like cyberpunk games and stuff like that. I think it's interesting for like lots of different things as a design perspective. And I think kind of glowing yellow / orange is a color that I want to go for and consist with. So anyway, I will go back over to the message that Rogue just sent. Think it is someone who is psychotic. They struggle deeply with those feelings and are deeply violent despite their best efforts. For those people who do have antipsychotics to help with their issues, I wish there was an equivalent. Yes, I think a society determines its... I mentioned this on the Amnesia stream, funnily enough, but I think a society very much determines... A good society, in my eyes, is good when it treats the people that you don't necessarily have sympathy for, or treats its criminals well. Because I think despite the fact that those people are criminals, or despite the fact that those people are misunderstood, you still treat them with a level of basic human decency. And I think that's a good thing, personally. Like, do I think they should have as good as quality as life as everybody else that is acting in part of society? No, I think they should probably not have as better a quality of life, but they should be in prison. But if you're in a situation where you can't control yourself, what do you do? I mean, I think we should have sympathy for these people unless they do something. And then I think the sympathy kind of goes out the window. Anyway, I'm gonna move on, and we're gonna probably get more conversations because we're not quite done with the Dorothy conversation yet, I don't think. How long since you last been deployed? That's a secret I'll keep with me. Fair enough. I expected you to get all uncomfortable talking about your age, though. Why didn't you? With how dangerous everything's been lately, every year you get matters. Getting old isn't a curse, it's an achievement. You should make a shirt with that, because if you don't, I will. Feel free to do so. Do you want anything else? Let's see... Oh, a cobalt velvet. It's been a while since I've tried one of those. Alright. She wants a cobalt velvet. Weird. Yeah, she's not getting our usual drinks. That's another thing as a bartender. You find out what everyone's usual drinks are. I'm amazed I can still remember some of them. But yeah, I remember when I used to work at a different bar than the one I work at now, I would always remember certain customers' orders, and then would be surprised when they didn't get their usual, and then I'd be like, is there something up with you? What's going on? Yep, this is the one. Do you like it? I don't dislike it. I guess I'm not mature enough for these drinks. Hey, honey, have you ever seen a Mega Santa gangbang? That Mega Santa that became a regular of mine, he once invited like 8 of his friends. Gangbangs are funny because that many guys, no one knows what to do. They think about using you too, but they don't want to touch the other guys. Well, you should have thought about that before getting naked in front of the other guys. 8 guys, and in the end, only 2 got into it while the others left. Even my regular left. I regret asking you this, but were all the other guys? Yep, they were Mega Santas that worked with him. Of course they were. I've been in many, but I still don't get the charm of gangbangs. Orgies, I can see though. Well, either remembering that got me turned on, or the alcohol was kicking in. I'm away, I'm leaving. Bye, honey. That girl has seen some shit. Now I can't see Mega Santas with the same eyes. Why didn't you tell her you missed her yesterday? Forget about it. I didn't find any cats. Why not look again? Good idea. We have a new person? Another kid. Maybe the bar got popular at some middle school? That would be a hassle. Oh god, maybe Alma was right. Right about what? Well, the other day I was asking her opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing. Before the whole massive transmission hack thing. And at some point she talked about hacking becoming fad and said, imagine if suddenly a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. And today there have been 2 kids already. How would bartending become a fad? Maybe a cartoon? Kids' cartoons don't show any alcohol. True. Excuse me, miss? This is no place for kids, so you should... Gail, she's staring too much and she's saying nothing. She's not ordering anything, she's not causing trouble, and there's nothing inappropriate here. I mean, nothing inappropriate aside from alcohol, but alcohol is everywhere anyways. So what do you suggest? Let her be? Maybe she's just curious about the bar. She's saying nothing. Maybe she's curious and shy. Also, it's rude to speak about people you have in front of you like they can't hear you. Yeah. Jill. Ugh. How the hell did I startle you? What do you want? You help me out here with a beer. Alright. A beer for Gil. Haven't I seen that girl before? I don't recognize her. Also, is this a thing in other countries? Because in the UK, you can take children into a bar, and it's up to the bar to decide when they can no longer be there. I'd certainly remember when I was a kid, part of pub culture was there would kind of be, it would not necessarily be an unsafe place for children. $200, that's expensive? Yeah, I mean, I think inflation has gone highly up in this world because everything's so expensive. But like, at least in England, if you're in a pub, say past 10 p.m, it would then kind of become the bar's responsibility to look after you. It's not so much now, I suppose. A lot of places have no kids after like 9 p.m. But it's never really been a problem. The place I work at doesn't have kids after 8:45, but that's just a policy. I think it depends on the bar, since some are just community hubs. Yeah, I think it does depend on the bar. I mean, I wouldn't expect kids in a club, for instance. Kids would even get admitted to the club. I don't think there's a law behind that. I just think that's how it is. I know when I went on holiday to Spain, they didn't care about kids being in a club. Because I went to a club when I was a kid, and got alcohol when I was a kid. So... and no one batted an eye or thought about it at all. But I think that might be because the age of drinking in Spain is different, and their attitudes toward alcohol is different. Here. Thanks, and lower your guard a bit, please. Oh yeah, before I forget. Before I forget. The disposal unit comes on Sunday. Do you have any expired ingredients on your side? Oh right, yeah. There's a bottle of Calmatrine that's like a month past expiration. Put it by the sink so I remember to dispose of it. Thanks. Hey, miss. Yes? Are you happy? Am I happy? Well, that's a weird question. I'm not sad, I guess. I'm not jubilant, but... No, I mean, are you happy with your life? With your choices? Deep question. I mean, I might have 1 or 2 regrets, but I guess it could be worse. Regrets? Yeah, I mean, don't we all? I see. Hey, Jill? Ah! Again, aren't you a bit on edge? Maybe. What did you want? Didn't you borrow the screwdriver the other day? I did, why? I've got to take the coins from the arcade in the corner last week, so I needed to take them out. Let's see. Here. It's not like they see much action these days anyway. Chump change is still money. Pocket change has saved my ass many times. What, did you throw it in someone's face while escaping? That only happens once, and the old lady started it. Right. Why does an arcade still use coins nowadays? Or physical money when you get down to it? For the reasons arcades still exist. Nostalgia. Maybe. Hey, miss? Yeah? Do you recognize me? Recognize you? I want to say I do, but, sorry? Really? You can't remember your own sister's face? Sister, sorry, but I don't have any sister? Not even a sister-in-law? No, wait. Gabby, is that really you? God, I'm so sorry, but you've just grown so much since I last saw you. How long has it been? 3 years. Right. So you know her? Yeah, she's actually my girlfriend, my ex's sister. So how have you been doing? I actually had to transfer schools and I managed to skip a grade thanks to the admission tests. I'll be out of middle school next year. You've always been a smart one, so it's no surprise. Have you thought about what you want to study in college? You always said you wanted to be a scientist. I don't know yet. I guess I still have a couple of more years to think about that. Well, don't feel pressured about that. Maybe you'll need a sabbatical year. So, how's Lenore? Wait, who's Lenore? Her sister. She was my girlfriend. So you actually had a relationship with something that's not a cat. Colour me surprised. Hey, don't talk shit about my baby. So, how's Lenore doing? She's dead. Sorry, I don't think I heard right. Oh shit. The music faded out at perfect timing as well. My sister is dead, Jill. She died last Saturday. I came all the way to tell you the news. Come on, Gabby, stop fooling around. No, you stop fooling around. I mean, wow. My sister was left to suffer her disease alone while you all merry here, mixing drinks and chatting? Wait, Lenore was sick of what? Since when? Localized nanomachine rejection. It gave her a heart attack. She started complaining about chest pains not long after you left. Was all the talk about getting your freedom worth it, Jill? Was your right to be merry worth the life of my sister? Why are you lashing out at me like that? Did I infect her with the disease that killed her? No, but it's too much of a coincidence that she started getting worse and worse right after you left. She got visibly sick after your fight. I'd be no surprise if that fight played a key role in killing her. But that's just speculation, you can't expect... And all of that because you wanted freedom? What kind of freedom is so enticing that it makes it hurt a 9-year-old relationship? Was this freedom so important you cut all contact with us? Was this freedom so good you left everything behind? Was this freedom worth the life of my... Shut up! I didn't kill your sister for fuck's sake. It's not like I infected her with that nanomachine rejection. Hell, this is the first time I've heard she was sick. And do you really know what kind of fear drove her to get that augment? To have that augment with your sister? Do you even understand the fear of feeling your youth slip away through your fingers? Do you think it was easy for me? I was scared. I'm still scared. But I needed to grab hold of my life. But it has nothing to do with your sister. I loved her. Do you think that fight didn't hurt me too? Idiot. I'll make sure that girl gets to wherever she wants to go safely. Meanwhile, Chief... I know. Come on, Jill. Let's take you home. Wow. I did not expect that. Holy shit. Just right after the conversation as well that we had the other day with her on the balcony. Holy shit. Oh god, isn't that always... This is going to sound a bit morbid and a bit personal, but isn't that always the way when you... Personally, I've had a couple of situations where I've talked about someone and been like, I miss that person, I wonder what they're doing now, or you know, I haven't seen them in a while, I hope they're doing well, or I regret what happened with this person, and then I've heard like a month later or like a week later that they died. So it's like, I don't believe in fate or star signs or anything like that, but it does happen, and it's freaky, and it's a weird... I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's like a subconscious thing, but like, I remember talking about my grandma a couple of days before she passed, or when we heard she had an accident. I was like spooky because it was like 2 days afterwards. I suppose it's maybe a bit of confirmation bias, right? Because you probably talk about them quite a lot, and then suddenly you find out something happened. You know, like, well, I was just talking about them the other day. But it is weird. When it rains, it pours. Oh god, isn't that always the way? Anyway, I think now is a good time to take some ad breaks. So, we will be back in about 3 minutes, and I will catch you all in a little bit. See you in a minute. Welcome back, everyone. I'm back. That's... I don't know what it was about that, but something about that has definitely affected me. That was I think that hit a little close to home. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna carry on playing. This is what I like games for. I like games that make me feel things and make me talk and contemplate and things like that. But Jesus. Yeah. That's I don't know what I'd do in that situation. I'm not going into too much detail. I've been in a similar situation. But jeez, it's a lot. That is a lot of feeling. It is a lot of feeling. Yeah. There was a reason the other day I said maybe sometimes it is worth reaching out to people if you haven't talked to them in a long time, or people that you fell out with. Because even if you fell out with them, you might have a degree of care for them. You never know what might happen. Yeah. It's a lot. But we'll carry on. Home sweet home. Hey Jill, you wanna grab something to eat? I'm not hungry. Want me to come in? Keep you company? I'm fine, I just need to be alone for a bit. Jill. You can tell me what you're feeling, it's okay. It's not okay. It's not. Come here, Jill, come here. It's just... I feel like part of me is crumbling right now. My old girlfriend was sick and I didn't even know anything about it. Her sister came to deliver the news and she held nothing but animosity for me. And not only that, but I lashed out at her too. History fucking repeats itself. Maybe if I hadn't cowered back then and apologised. Maybe if I was such a selfish little shit. Maybe. Thanks, boss. I really needed this. Do you want me to stay with you today? Thanks, but I actually need some time for myself. Some me time to put my thoughts in order. Yeah, I understand. But don't do anything funny, you hear me? If any weird thoughts come to you, or if you feel too anxious, call me. Yeah. Hey, 4. She's in your care, you hear? Meow. Fucking tone shift. I have to be consistent. The cat sounds like a demonic being. Meow. Remember to call me. I'll call you later to check on you nonetheless. Hell yeah. Earnings, depression, trauma, sadness. Hey, we got enough to make rent. At least that's not something to worry about. And I made 0 mistakes. Flawless service. Remember, I'm here for you anytime. We sent over on the 24th. Please make sure you have the 8,000 needed. Woohoo! She's feeling down, but she really liked that cutesy game poster she saw. Buying it will help prevent her from getting too distracted. Oh, she's not even saying anything in her thing. Poster for some cutesy game about a pink-haired witch flying on a broom. Jill smiled a bit at the cutesy poster. Got our beers though. That's a plus. I really appreciated what Dana did there, what the boss did there. I remember I was with a friend who I used to work with, and he had just broken up with his partner of about a long time. I think they were like together since they were like 16, 15. And he was like 23, 24 when they broke up. And he was like, well, I'm not with her anymore, so I'm going to do all the stuff that she didn't like. I'm going to go out, I'm going to get drunk, I'm going to smoke. And I was like, I don't think this is the best time for you to go out and get drunk and smoke. Because it was like literally fresh. It was like the day of or the day after. So I was like, okay. He was like, I'm going to do it anyway. So I was like, okay, what do I do about this? Because I can't let him just go out by himself. And I was like, I don't really want him to go out and make any stupid decisions while he's out and like clubbing and stuff. So I was like, tell you what, we'll go home, we'll go back to mine, and we'll try and distract you. And you can drink around mine, so we can look after you and make sure you're responsible. You can drink as much as you want. If you want to get blackout, that's entirely on you, but we're not leaving the house. And we can even have a smoke if you want. Cigarettes. Nothing else, come on. I'm a good Christian boy. And we ended up just watching TV and playing some drinking games about what was going on the TV. And I remember he was very grateful for that time afterwards. And the only reason I thought to do that was because I was in that exact same situation. It wasn't a breakup or something. Something bad happened. I can't even remember what it was. But I remember I was feeling down and depressed. And I was like, what will I do? And luckily a friend was like, okay, you want to go get drunk and you want to go smoke, come around mine and we'll watch TV and we'll shoot the shit. And we'll play some stupid drinking games. I'm not friends with that person anymore, but I will be grateful for always that they let me be irresponsible in a safe way. Because sometimes when the life is falling out around you, you kind of want to do stupid stuff and you want to be irresponsible. And I think it isn't necessarily a good thing to not let that person be irresponsible, because they're going to do it anyway, whether it's in front of you or not. The difference is, if they do it with you, there's someone there for you. There's someone to sound off on. There's someone to talk to. So I appreciated what Data wanted to do there. She brought her back to her house and she offered to spend some time with her if she wanted it. And I think it's the wrong thing to do is to then insist and be like, no, I'm staying here tonight. I think that's the wrong thing to do. You have to give people space when they want space. Unless you think they're going to do something potentially harmful to themselves. But if you trust that person to be honest with you, even in their state, a little bit of kindness in the worst times go a long way. And I don't believe in karma. I don't believe that if you do good things will come back to you, because that's not how the world works. But I think if you give kindness, you will find that kindness comes back to you, because you are a kind person. I really agree with this. My brother did that for me once. Calmed me down, ordered them some pizza, played games for the night, stopped me from doing something stupid, made a big difference. Yeah. Having someone, even if it's like someone that you didn't even like beforehand, because even people that you don't like are capable of kindness towards you. Having someone be there with you is a good thing. You may think you don't want company in that time, but maybe actually the best thing for you is a little bit of company and an excuse to vent. Because otherwise all you're going to do is bottle it up inside and just make yourself sadder. I'm no gospel here, don't take my word for law, but I do think it's a good thing. Let's have a look at our phone and distract ourselves. Is there anything new on the app? kind of want to get this to find out what it is. Is it just a thing that's going to just say rad on it? Are these all new? Oh, we saw that one. AM Township 64. Township 64? Is this a console? Like the Nintendo 64? Hype! Literally no games. Anyone else tired of this Monster Girl meme? No, no, no. Oh, it's the monster from the Monster Girl game console. I'm gonna marry a Monster Girl. I just want actual gameplay next time. Why would you want gameplay in a Sukuban game? I need to do a quick Google and see if I knew what that means. Oh. Oh, it's them. That's the developer. Is it the developer? It is. It's a self-dig. That's funny. I like that. I don't know. All I see is pretty girls with nothing to back it up. Any info on the hardware? It's probably going to be yet another underpowered. Oh, why does my Windows keep doing that? Underpowered piece of shit. It's not that the competition is any better. Meh. I think I'll just quit gaming. Nothing but trash as of late. Yeah, remember when games were actually good and devs made them with love and care? Me neither. That's not true, guys. Don't give in to game paralysis. Play games. Play more games. You'll find one you like, even if it does just have Monster Girls in it. 4. You gonna buy one? Depends on the library. McKee's releasing EKDV 186 update. Is this the greatest thing to ever grace planet Earth? I literally can't stop touching myself. Such a high quality release, but why is the camo blurry? I think it's a regulation for the civilian models. Is that the underwear? Don't click that. Absolutely don't do that. That would be horrible. I don't want that haunting the internet. Something's off. I'd be all over this normally, but I can't seem to get excited over this. Your shit taste is showing. No, I just think I'm kind of I'm kind of tired of the same thing over and over. That's what happens when you consume way too much fucking military equipment and weapons. Yeah, I think it's that. I better stop buying so many weapons already, or I'll never find pleasure in them again. Oh, it's guns. Never mind. Any word on the camo stuff or other civilian weaponry? They said they were going to announce more stuff on a later date. I like porn, you guys. Amazing. What shit posting. 66 American kid returns, challenging giant Yusuke to a title match. Ever since giant Yusuke won the GSF belt, he's had nothing but negative responses from fans. Challenger after challenger has tried to take the title away from the opposing giant, but nearly all of them were injured in the process. 66 American kids surprised the GSF would be returning to action almost 4 months earlier than expected, and then challenging giant Yusuke to a title match on January the 4th for the Super Silver Thunderdome. This January I'll become the GSF deserves, 66 American kid proclaimed during a promotion in front of 250,000 fans in the Kuroko Hall. I wish I knew more about wrestling. Sounds exciting. Also, I don't think I looked at the what the pop-up was for this. Nope, that was a different thing. This? Invisible guns? I think they'll use it for cute patterns. Nope, it's this one. New act proposes increased surveillance. We have nanomachines. Nanomachines, son! tracking people 24/7. However, due to the violent protests that have taken place recently, Prime Minister Quincy is now proposing a new law that will allow the government to shut down anyone with nanomachines in their body using a pulse signal. Well, that's fucked. Many people died during the protests, and that could have been avoided if we had more control over the masses, Quincy said during a parliamentary meeting. We have the technology to simply shut down lawbreakers. It's a non-lethal way to end any kind of conflict, and it's common sense to use it at this point. When asked about the positive-negative consequences, Quincy refused to make any further comments. Yeah, that's fucked. You can't just shut down people. Kiramiki Encore concert. Also, more nanomachines. It's all a smokescreen to divert attention. Kiramiki Encore concert announced. Fans of the famous cyber idol Kiramiki are in for a huge party, all thanks to the announcement of a second concert in Glitch City's Silver Super Dome. I'm so excited to extend my visit, declared the cyber idol during an interview. Tickets are now up for sale and expected to disappear in a matter of minutes, so be quick and secure the best spots. You can get your tickets from the following retailers: Ticket Lord or Idle Hell. But I want to get tickets. Of course you can, I just need to push this button. No. That's murder. Alright, let's go to work. Life continues. Good evening. Are you okay? I feel like shit. You sure you should have come then? You're all the right to stay at home. I have to come. I threw away everything I had in my life to be here. People I loved were pushed aside just so I could enjoy my freedom of being here. My stupid, stupid freedom. So I will come here until I die, even if after the bar closes, until my hair falls out. You're the one who looks like she's about to fall apart. Your eyes are red and swollen. Yeah, well, your hair is hairy. Yes, it is. Who was the dipshit that changed the orders of the glasses? It was me. I was the one washing dishes yesterday, remember? Oh yeah, I was too busy staring at my crumbling life and all that. No, I understand Jill's pain here. When people change glasses on the way they're positioned on the bar, I want to murder them. I hate them. It's the worst. You get into such a habit of reaching down to grab glasses from the same places, and when you grab the wrong ones, it is the worst, because then you have to crouch down, look around for another one, and then you lose your bar flow, and it's the worst thing ever. I hate it. Why don't you go home, Jill? You're in no position to deal with people right now. Go home, rest of it. My ex-girlfriend died and I wasn't there to see her one last time. All because of a fight I spent all these years regretting and wishing to, but never actually apologising for. My decision to assert my freedom and grab a hold of my life led me to this. A bartender strapped for cash that distanced herself from her loved ones for no other reason than selfishness. So I won't fucking leave. I threw all of that away to be here, so I will stay. This is what I wanted. This is why I left all that behind. This is why... See, you're starting to sound like a broken record. I'll leave her be. I'd rather have her here than be alone in the apartment. How are you feeling, Jill? I feel like a shitting piece of shit. The lowest of any possible life form you might find. Nanobes look down at me in disgust, knowing they're far superior. You're spirited, that's good. Where's the mutt? Working with Sarah? At Sarah? I know what I said. In any case, let Jill process her anger. It's perfectly normal for her to feel that way. And here, she's surrounded by people that care for her. That's a lot better than leaving her to fend for herself. I mean, as smart as Thor might be, he's still just a cat. Then why not have Jill stay, but not serve anyone today? What part of I won't leave didn't you understand? I didn't leave everyone behind to just sit and do nothing. Fine, fine. What do we do if she lashes out at a client? That's why you're here, Gillian. That's why you're here, Gillian Pliskin. Who? Hey, Jill. What? I'll be in my office, but if you need a break or a hug, just tell me. feel the weight. I can feel it in my chest. I can feel the weight of how this feels. Means the game's doing a good job, though. It's making me feel things. Oh, you already put on music. This is going to be an interesting day. I don't know who this is, so I'm just going to do a neutral voice. The Hall of Heroes keeps shining, brimming with the... Do I smell tacos? Wait, it's outside, never mind. Oh, hell no. Oh, it's this fucker. Oh, it's always this fucker when you have a bad day. We meet again, bartender. Virgilio, what can I get you? Today, the luminous pollination of the streets make it seem almost like a starry sky. When I think about stars, I think about celebrities. Celebrities are fishy, and my favourite fish is the octopus. It's always this fucker when I have a bad day. What a mood. So I want something octopus-like. Aren't you gonna do that weird bartending thing? I'm waiting for you to order like a decent human being. I'm not following. Spell out your order like you're a human who is not in need of medical help. Fine then, I want a sparkle star. S-P-A-R-R. Cool star. A little sparkle star for the mumble. Give him a little bit of alcohol. Maybe he'll be more sufferable. See, was it that hard? Have you tried to spell under pressure? You look angry, spelling bartender. Are you having that time of the month or something? No, I'm just filled with a ridiculous amount of anger, pain, and self-hate, and... On second thought, you're not that far from the truth, I guess. I get those too, you know. Periods. You do? Yes, last month. I finally got over my Renaissance and moved over to my Enlightenment. And here I was thinking you get to say something serious for once. Are you implying that I'm not serious? Glaring holes through me will do nothing. I'm glare immune. But if you allow me to give you a sincere piece of advice... Whatever, it's not like it'll help. You shouldn't kick yourself so much. If you keep it up, any chance of finally forgiving yourself will someday be gone. Self-hate will leave you with a hole that will never heal. So please, take measures against it instead of sulking so much. I'll be damned. That actually sounded half sensible. And here I was thinking you were just a pompous lunatic. Hey, pompous lunatics have stories too. Really? What story? I'd rather not tell. Figures. You want anything else? Have you ever seen how the... A bad touch. Bad touch, or whatever. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the rocks. And mixed. You don't shake your shaker like that. It's not how it works in real life. Here. Yeah, I guess this is the one. Maybe he's right and I shouldn't be so hard on myself. Even though I deserve every second of it. If only I had apologised earlier, I might not be feeling this way right now. If only I... I can't even remember what helped me from apologising all these years. Bartender, you're making lots of faces there. Pride, fear, what keep me from going out and apologising to Lenore? I can't even fucking remember what feeling kept me from fixing this whole situation. Can't I at least find solace in whatever feeling it was that brought me to this situation? Great, now I'm feeling even worse thanks to not being able to muster whatever feelings held me. Is she okay? No, but just leave her for now. Hey, Jill! Oh, thank God, a normal person. Well, mummy. No, I don't have kids. Still more normal than this twat. How are you feeling, Si? My bones are still broken, but at least the cuts are healing nicely. Thank God I'm not someone that scars easily. I mean, wounds don't leave marks. It'd be a problem if I couldn't get scar tissue. What happened to you? Fell off 2.5 stories into some trash and rubble. You look better though. Last time you came, you looked like you were about to collapse emotionally. I guess. You're the one who looks like it now though. How do I put it? It's like when I called you your full name, but magnified. Yeah, don't mind me too much, I'm in a bad mood. Anything I can do? Please forgive me if I suddenly lash out at you or anyone else. Do you want something? My tongue's not so sensitive today, so let's just have a beer. And you? Such a change in tone. I'm fine, I don't need anything. Let's make a beer. Oh god, I hope the game doesn't be like, you can't have your menu anymore, you can't just check everything. If it does, everyone's just getting a beer. Here. Yay! Let's see if there are any differences from the canned ones. And this one tastes less watered down. So, did something happen to you? I'm fine, nothing's happened to me. People who are fine don't act like that. Oh, I get it, you're in those days. When it's that time of the month, I get a bit sulky. No, I'm not on my period. No. I'm dealing with the loss of someone, okay? Oh. Sorry. Don't worry. Maybe I shouldn't have come today after all. No, maybe. Are you alright? I'm trying to find something to say. Making a joke would be tasteless, and I can't say everything will be alright without it sounding cheap. This is... I like this writing. This is a direct parallel to what we were saying about her when she was in her situation. Sometimes you just can't find the right words to say. I'm at a loss of what to do here. Sorry. Wanna hear something weird? Oh, that's it, with Stella, not with her. I was exactly like that when Stella came here on Monday talking about you. Oh. Well, ladies, I'm leaving. Virgilio? Yeah? You were just sitting with her, Valkyrie. Really? Splendid. This'll make a good entry in my poems blog. I feel bad about the way I treated him today. If not for the fact that he was being cryptic with his orders for no good reason. Like Stella when she first came? Yes. No, I mean... You could have given a free beer or something and apologised. Yeah, I just keep messing things up with people. But you know, he seemed familiar. Familiar? Yeah, I can't put my finger on it though. I just feel like I've seen him somewhere. Oh well, it might just be that he looks like someone from an ad or something. So what brings you here? I wanted to come with Stella, so I'm waiting for her. Why here? To be with you, of course. That reminds me, how did Stella react when you arrived? She slapped me. Real hard. It hurt. She said, "That's for making me worried and not listening to me." And then she became happy. Huh. Can I ask whose loss you were dealing with? You shouldn't be bothered with it. Just pretend I'm in a bad mood and call it a day. Oh, okay. You really want to know, huh? I can't help it. I don't like seeing people sad. I just need to know some context or details. I need to know some context, not details. Someone to whom I said a mean thing to passed away before I could ever see her again. Does that work? Yeah, sorry. Knowing I can't do anything helps calm me down, but... I mean, it's not that I wouldn't help, I just... Calm down, I get it. I can't contain myself when I see people in need. But I've learned that there are times when you just can't do anything, and that's kind of fine. Thank God I learned that, otherwise I would have gone insane ages ago. You're a good person, Si. Nah, I'm just an annoying girl. Still, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. I have broken bones, but that doesn't mean I can't offer emotional support. Could always order another drink. Oh yeah, that. Let's do that. Get me something cold, please. Alright. Give Si something of ice. On the rocks and blended, a Maku Blast. Here. It's pretty cold outside though. Yeah, but I don't like hot or warm drinks. They make me feel nauseous. You know what cheers me up? What? Singing. Hearing people sing helps too. Do you sing? I mean, did you take singing lessons or something? Nope. People have told me my voice is pretty nasty actually, but they've always told me I'm good with the harmonica. So you play the harmonica? I needed something to do some breathing exercises with, and a harmonica is a lot smaller than a tuba. And I guess if you practice enough, you become decent. That's something I didn't expect. I hear that a lot. I know I don't look like the musical type. I used to play the violin, right until I was 16 or so. Really? Can you still play? The violin's at my mum's house, so I don't have it with me. But I guess I could. It's one of those things you don't forget easily. Why'd you stop? I don't know. One day I just felt like stopping. No deep reason behind it. Just like me in cooking. That and almost burning my place up. When's Stella coming? Now that you mention it, she's a bit late. Let me call her. You do that. I'm going to take my break. Tell Gil if you need anything else. Sure. It is now safe to keep playing. Stella and Si make me a bit jealous. Back! Looks like you've calmed down. Still felt like kicking myself, make no mistake. But I guess I cooled down a bit. Si helps a lot with that one though. Can't just stay mad when I see her. Speaking of which, where is she? I believe she went outside to look for that Stella girl or something. The way you are right now, it feels like I should be protecting you. Hey, the only thing hindering me is that broken arm. I've gone into a burning building with a 2cm deep cut. Yeah, I remember that one. 1mm more and you would have lost the motor function in your arm. Welcome. Ah, hello, Jill. What's this about protecting who? Yeah, I'm sort of like Stella's unofficial bodyguard, but I'm not really fit for such duties right now. My father insists I go everywhere with protection, so most of the time I only ask Sai if she feels like going out. She's trained to deal with the kind of things that bodyguards deal with anyway. And she's more fun to hang around with too. So I'm assuming that gorilla outside is a bodyguard? That's Buster, pretty cool guy. He plays football professionally up until he lost his leg in a demolition derby. We've offered him an implant surgery for all his years of service, but he rejects it every time. Well, he got used to the replacement he's using, so maybe it's for the best. It's a thick oak branch on a metal bowl. Let me just try that again. It's a thick oak branch on a metal bowl tied to his stump. And yet he can still run faster than me with it. True. Do you want something? I'm fine right now. A Brantini, a big one, I'm in a good mood. One big Brantini for Stella. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1. Aged. Mixed. Here. After all these years, I still don't get why the finest and most expensive things come in small packages. Ever tried to go to a restaurant only for them to serve you a really small portion of some fine food? Sometimes you just want to stuff yourself with really cheap food. Sigh, let's go for some hamburgers later. I'm not taking no for an answer. I know what you mean when you say some, you know? Might as well call the place and tell them to prepare everything in advance. Can I ask you two something? Sure? I guess. How did you two meet? Stella showed up in the park I used to play at when I was a kid. We played a couple of times. She started showing up more and more, and that was it. My father told me that when I was 5, I kept insisting on going to a real kids' park. We drove for some time, and the park I liked was the one Sai happened to be at. You ever seen a girl in a dress go to a muddy park? She learned her lessons and started showing up with more fitting clothes. But man, that's a scene I can't forget. So you two have known each other for most of your lives. I've known her longer than I've known my own father. Why the question? No reason. You two just look comfortable with each other. Any other person could have sworn you're an item. An item? What kind of item? A couple, Sai. Oh, yeah, I get it now. It's funny because we actually earned a mock prize of sorts for best couple at Stella's high school. 3 years in a row. So you two didn't go to the same high school? Nope. Oh. Don't you have any childhood friends, Jill? Childhood friends. Can't think of anything. My grandpa, I guess. What kind of man was he? Gruff, the kind to eat raw Bronson roots every morning. Ugh. But around me, he was different. I have memories of him barking orders to my dad, only to turn around and play with me gently. It's interesting though, he was my mum's dad, but after my mum and dad separated, he stayed with my dad. I could hear you in my dreams. I brought those characters in. I was like, why is everyone called Jill? It's interesting though, he was my mum's dad, but after my mum and dad separated, he stayed with my dad. But yeah, he's the one that comes to mind when I think about childhood friends. Ooh. Hey Jill, what's this bloom like? A spicy drink. Tastes nice in the first time, but it gets samey after a while. It's also brown for some reason. Give me one of those, please. I'll have one too. On it. 2 bloom lights for the girls. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Aged on the rocks. Mixed. This is why you shouldn't fall asleep when I'm streaming coffee. I will invade your mind like the Cthulian being I am. Here. I don't know, I kind of like it. Yes, but after the first one it starts tasting like sand. Spicy sand, but sand nonetheless. Who's dimming the light? Z. I guess she had too much before I came. Well, that and that she must still be tired. From the whole bank thing. She told me about everything that happened in there, to be honest. I don't think I would have made it in her place. I guess I should be thankful for the nanomachine treatment she went through as a White Knight. Treatment? Trauma suppressors. Basically, it helps with the healing process of PTSD. It's mandatory for every White Knight, regardless of division. Oh. Still, healing can only do so much. For 3 days that bank was hell, and poor Sai is still paying for it. The disbanding of the White Knights, the subsequent persecution of those who were identified as former members. It's unfair, you know, among all the people using the White Knights to further their own goals. Sai was one of the few that actually believed in what they were supposed to do. It paid off, though. The doctor who treated her wounds was the same one she always assisted with accidents and emergencies. He treated her at no cost whatsoever. Well, good karma and all that. She's earned the gods' favour, I think. But you know, all that made me realise I might be a bad person. How? When I saw Sai, wounded, asking for help, part of me was happy. After all this time needing her, she finally needed me. I felt truly useful for her for the first time. How sad is that? Sometimes the best help one can provide is to stay alive. Who knows, maybe it was the idea coming back to you that helped her. And I guess she wouldn't be human without thoughts like those once in a while. Maybe. Can I get you anything else? I'm good. I should be leaving, actually. Come, Sai, let's get hamburgers and go home. Yeah. We'll be leaving now. Thank you. Please come again. Feeling better? No, I just don't reek of rage. I still feel like a piece of shit. Little steps, I guess. Hello? Ah, Kim, welcome. Oh, I can't remember her voice. I think I got it. I was afraid I'd mix up the directions and end up in somebody else's house or something. What can I get you? I'll have a sunshine cloud, please. Sure. Let's give a sunshine cloud to Kim. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. On the rocks and blended. I didn't wait long enough. Why? What am I doing wrong? 1, 2, 1, 2. I've got optional this. On the rocks. And blended. Blended. Blend in. There we go. Here. Thanks. So, how's work on the webpage? Oh, I quit. What? Yep, I went to the office of that chauvinistic horseblower and I told him I quit. Why'd you do that? I arrived earlier to my meeting and got some assignment. Spent hours doing it, only for the other bitches to come and ruin it. After that, I didn't have time left for my supervisor scolding me. So I snapped and quit on a whim. Oh. Don't you have any second thoughts? Regret anything? I guess you'll always have second thoughts, even if you do what you want. You'll still think, what if? Even so, I was getting physically sick there. I dreaded the arrival every morning. I even almost... What I'm saying is, I don't know what I'd do, but I'd certainly be better than being there. I feel free. Free. It's a wonderful feeling, you know? I feel like now I can find something I care about. I won't return to the augmented eye, but I could still pursue journalism with another outlet. I haven't felt like this in, well, never. What about your family? They weren't happy, that's for sure. My dad took it better, but my mum freaked out, to put it mildly. What are you gonna do, and all that? But I'm not here about that. Give me a big drink, please. What kind? I don't know, bubbly or something? Something big and bubbly, huh? One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that's 5. I put in 4. I put in 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll just double it up. On the rocks and next. Here. Detergent commercials led to believe this would clean up my insides. It'd also kill things inside you. Gotta ask though, how did you end up working there? No deep reason, that's what I did when I got out of high school. Taking a year off was out of the question, so I went for the first thing I thought about. But I couldn't get into the robotics course, so I set up for journalism. To be honest, I got tired of a job midway through it, but I couldn't bring myself to leave. Too much pressure from my family. It's a really common tale, I guess. Did you have troubles like those? Same story as you, I just went through the motions. From high school to college, I never stopped to think about what I was doing. And then at some point, I just felt like my life really slipped through my fingers. Suddenly, all I wanted was freedom, and a little pause to stop and take a breather. And my life went to hell for that fucking breather. Give me something. Something? Sorry, I just have a dry mouth. Anything will do. Alright? She asked for, something, literally. Well, I don't have something on the menu. We're gonna go give her a Zen Star. On the rocks, and mixed. She might not like this one. Oh well. Here? Thanks. I feel like I asked something I shouldn't have. Don't fret about it, I'm just in a rough spot right now. What are you gonna do now? Honestly, I don't know. I do feel liberated, however. Like, I can do whatever I want, study whatever I like, work wherever I want. I know it's not that way and it won't help be easy, but I feel a lot more confident than when I was out of high school. I honestly don't get why they put young people who barely know how society works through that one. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Your mental health should be your priority and all that. Thanks, I really needed the encouragement. Come back if you need more encouragement. I wouldn't dare leave someone alone when it comes to this sort of thing. Thanks. Bye, Jill. Please come again. You should take some of that advice for yourself. I know. Let's call it a day for now. You need some rest. Yeah. Honey! Dorothy, sorry, we're just closing. I know. I came for you. For me? Why are you hugging me? I paid her to do that. All night long. Come again. put it simply, Dorothy will go home with you and she won't leave your side. What do you hope to accomplish with that? Well, at first it was to calm that rage you had earlier. It was either hugs or a cold bucket, and I don't promise there'll be any water in it. You calm down a bit, but honestly, I know better than to leave you alone for another night. At the very least, all the cuddling will give you an epiphany or something. That's some alien reasoning right there. It's not. You need hugs. Many. You need some human contact right now. You had your alone time, now we're playing by my rules. Please take care of me. Look at that money and no mistakes. I wish I got commission. If I got commission on my drinks, I would do quite well. I reckon I could at least take like 100 quid's worth at least, maybe 200. Treat yourself, buy something nice for you and Dorothy. Your electricity bill will be sent over the 24th. Please make sure you have 8,000 needed. Jill wants to get in the holiday mood. Buying a mega Christmas tree will prevent her from getting too distracted. Have a nice day. Who was that, Lilum? A very good friend. Let's get something mega Christmassy. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Celebrate the bastardization commercial version of an already bastardized celebration. Oh, I won't run about that money, it's fine. Remember to take your mega Christmas tree down by February, or she'll get bad luck. Jill brought what she wanted and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. There it is. Are people excited for Christmas? Have you got gifts already? Well, you got Halloween to worry about first. And Guy Fawkes Night. It is Guy Fawkes Night then, Halloween, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Obviously everyone celebrates Guy Fawkes Night, right? Huh? No, it's the other way around? Oh. Okay, thank you, Coffee. It's not. It's not that way around, it's the other way around. I was lied to! Coffee lied to me! How dare they? What a lovely celebration where we burn a man made out of straw because we burnt a man made out of flesh who tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament. Classic holiday. Really, it's an excuse for a load of people to get drunk and hang around a bonfire. Had to go for a minute. Welcome back, Rogue. Obviously, you know, being where you're from, you definitely celebrate Guy Fawkes Night, right? You celebrate his existence. Did you have an android go home with you for cuddles? I did. Quincy studies the possibility of allowing imports. Blitz City is one of the few places on Earth that's strictly self-sufficient, with an import rate of only 0.8%. However, that might change due to the recent shortages across the city. Prime Minister Quincy reveals this morning that the government plans to have a more relaxed policy for importers. We won't lift the currency control, but we can provide them with foreign currency at a low fixed rate. That way, we can secure essential items for affordable prices. Quincy told some experts say that private companies are no longer working at full capacity, which is unsurprising news given that the Quincy government has seized most of them, resulting in the sorted crisis in place. That sounds like tax fraud to me. Every night is that kind of celebration. Yeah. That's fair. Is Kira Miki the biggest pop? The biggest pop idol in history? The world at large is still coming to terms with the idea of the Lilum being so quickly integrated into our society. Some say they can't be treated as human because they're immortal and such. Cannot really understand what it's like to be alive. But most of the Kira Miki fandom would disagree. Anti-Lilin people are insane to me. Miki knows more about life than I do, and I'm older than this damn city. Richard Show, 55, told the Augmented Eye during a fan gathering. I'm with Richard, added Nacho, 6. I may be a dog, but I'm utterly fascinated with the way she writes about things in her blog. She's impressed by everything, and nobody really knows what's life about anyway. Drinking every night. Wish I could get cuddles every night. Maybe one day. Nacho, dog, don't tell me. So we decided not to steal all of the city's funds. Good. 4. Spooky. Oh, a bluff. Lilin receives mysterious messages by Lana Smithy. Halloween was back in October, but this terrifying... Also, the 1920s commentator voice for these news articles are not going to change. It just feels too appropriate. Halloween was back in October, but this terrifying tale didn't become popular until now. Reports say that Lilin across the city have been receiving strange transmissions, with messages that are confusing at best and threatening at worst. The contents are not clear, as most of the Lilin can't remember exactly what they had heard. But the most mysterious thing of all is perhaps the fact that the Lilin could not record any of these messages while they were being broadcasted. It's almost as if something had blocked the Lilin from doing so. Well, we have nothing but anecdotal proof, even on our own Lilin. The mystery behind these messages is one we should be paying attention to. Monster girlfriend, Chirari. Can't stop playing this game. Gorgeous graphics, innovative and addictive battle system, fun dating minigames, cute girls, that fucking music. Is this the goat? Dunno, do you like the goat girl? Heh, I'm going to marry a goat. It's a right game, 8 out of 10 at most. Shit game. No, it's a shitty game for idiot waifu bots like you. I wish this waifu equals bad game meme would die. It's a stupid game pandering to idiots. What's there to discuss? Are we being raided by normies? Normies? Fuck off. Fun things are fun. You're not allowed to have fun with video games. Sounds fun. It's for nerds. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save the game, and I am enjoying my time with this game, so we're going to do another day. And we probably won't do anything after that. So I'm going to go on a quick break, and I will be back in a minute. See you in a minute. Not allowed to have fun in real video games, real. No, not on the internet. Can't express any kind of joy about playing a video game. And we're back. Did I save? Well, we're saving again. Yes. We just saved, but I'm saving again. I bought what I wanted to buy. I don't think there's going to be anything new in here. No. Alright, let's go to work. Life carries on. Good evening. Ah, hey. How you feeling? Lilin are soft and warm. Come again? You heard me. So on a scale from seeming pile of shit to just sad, where are you? A sad pile of shit. I still hate myself. I'm still sad as hell. But how to put it? The noise stopped. I don't know if I explain myself. Sorta? Kinda? So, how were things last night? Cozy, I must admit. I can't believe you played Dorothy for that. Well, if you want to call that payment, I guess. I called Dorothy to tell her what happened to you, and she was really concerned. She stuttered for a second, saying that she had the whole night to go, and she couldn't just leave for free. I asked her how much, and she said enough to pay for this soda I'm having is fine. How did you get a number? I have contacts. Right. Anyways, Jill, if you need a second break, a drink, or a hug, just let me know, you hear? Thanks. I'd make you see him offer, but I'm guessing hugs from me are the last thing you want. If you need a bartender, let me know though. Nice to know. Anyways, we have work to do. Random music, go! Start at the back. Let's start at 12. We're gonna just do it like this time. Like this time. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh, it's nice to hear you say that again. Did you say something? Did I? Welcome to VA. Oh, it's you guys. Hey, be more respectful. I brought my boss here. Aren't you a part-timer here or something? My other boss. You're talking to the great Nacho Tumbleweed Jr. Boss, I'm taking my break. I know what I said earlier, but you haven't even started yet. Shit. So what brings you here today? We have canonical voices. I'm half tempted just to go ah, bah, 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 for the other dog. I know what we'll do. We'll go in the complete opposite direction. I wanted to see the place my best soldier is working at. Soldier? Wait, aren't you the dog I served last Monday? Oh, it's you. Dana. Soldier, why didn't you tell me we're working for Dana? No, that's not Dana, that's just Jay. So I'm guessing you're part of this whole Sarah thing? Part of it? I founded it. Humans have the best intentions, but they just don't get us. So I decided to create a place where dogs can be dogs. Here, we can take in any dog without a place in this world. We created our own heaven on earth. And do you take corgis only? Do I look like one of those cypher bitches? Of course not. I'd include other animals, but sadly I can only take those of theirs who are the same species as I. Sad thing is, I'd take him more seriously, but it's talking to a corgi with an eye patch. Will you get anything? I'm fine. What about you, boss? Manly stuff. You sure? Did I stutter? Alright. A manly drink for the dog. Maybe I should just give him something bitter. No, we'll give him a manly drink. We'll give him a gut punch. Hell yeah. Here. Yes, this is just what I wanted. Bleh. Oh no, hold on. Bleh! This tastes worse than my own butt. Hey, you asked for it. This is a really nice place, you know. You picked a good place to work at, soldier. Thanks. Does he really get paid? Your efforts to keep Sarah afloat will not go to waste. We'll make her better and better. I mean, we're pretty much on the verge of closing. Can boss really afford that? I'm turning down the music a tad. We have more urgent matters at hand, though, like the fact we don't have enough balls for everyone. Can't they just share the ones we have? You fool! Every dog has a right to have his own ball. If we can't provide even that, then what's the point of even trying? Wait, don't tell me she just doesn't give a fuck and is spending all of her money like water. I mean, what with the bar closing and all that? But many have enjoyed the boxes more than they do the balls. That's a good point. What do you think is cheaper, a box of balls or a box of boxes? Are there boxes of boxes? Of course there are. How else do you think they ship boxes?
Tied together?
Tied together? Don't be silly. Unless she's paying him straight from her pocket. Boss is that kind of woman. This world is filled with all sorts of recursive madness, you know. Doctors consult doctors, boxes go in boxes, bottles go in bottles.
Ah, as expected from you, boss.
Wait, that theory only works assuming she's actually paying him with money. For all I know, she might be paying him with steaks. So tomorrow you're going to check for people selling boxes, you hear?
Sir, yes, sir.
Except that to boss, a good steak is more valuable than money.
Wait, what if they come with foil? Russ and Strauss had to be taken to the vet because he ate of the foil a piece of cheese came in.
Curses, you're right. We need a contingency plan. Besides, boss does not want to scam people, let alone a dog. I wonder if we can strike a deal with the vet those cipher bastards have. She's always so nice with us.
I know, her smile is so cute too. So it's better than the vet. So it's better that we vet for a vet.
Yes, put that on the list. Ah, Nacho. Oh yeah, I forgot she knew the dog. Are you staying for a while? I was just passing by, I've got some errands to run. Great, Gil can go with you. I can? You will? I'll still get paid for today, right? That depends on Nacho's evaluation. Alright, Greenhorn, let's get going. Oh, I'm paying him anyways, by the way. Just wanted to mess around with him. No, that's not the problem here. Why make him do that? Gil looks like he needed to take a good break, and he's the kind to just accept that sort of thing. But with Nacho, it's something to do, and it'd pay you away from the bar for a bit. When you put it that way... Anyway, I'm going back to my office.
Your boss sure is nice. Glad I'm working with her too.
Yeah. So you having anything?
Actually, I'm just gonna go sit over there and be on standby and wait orders.
Okay. Shit, I missed the chance to ask how or even if he gets paid with money. Man, I need to get wasted. I failed to say how getting wasted will make you feel better. Sheba! For fuck's sake, you piece of scrap, just get out of the building full of dogs. But then this one has a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses.
Hey there, robot.
And he talks. Welcome to Valhalla. Okay, I think I got the voices. I think I got the voices right as well. Hey, Jill. Get me a beer, will you? Gotcha. Does Deal want anything? Okay. Roll.
Sir, yes, sir.
So cute. He's fine. Just a beer then? Friday after work isn't just a beer though, it's the beer. Can't argue with that. Beer for Betty. I could make it big for the heck of it. You know what? Why not? Just mixed. What's up? Oh, you're just waving at me. Cool.
Serve the beer.
Here, let's make it special. Yeah. Cheers. Hey Jill, do you like beer? The amount of beer cans in my apartment is becoming a problem, actually. I had this friend back in high school who was some pretty nice crafts with them. I'm still in contact with him if you're interested. No thanks, the last thing I need right now is more crap taking space. So how are things up at Dogtown? Well, that Laura girl is stirring things up, for better or for worse. For worse? She's, like a rabbit. An overtly politically correct rabbit. A rabbit? Never had a pet rabbit? They're a nervous mess that gets startled over the tiniest of things. And this girl is on the constant lookout, scared of saying something that might irk someone. It doesn't have to be the person she's speaking with even. It's no problem in the company, but the other day we went out together and holy shit. Poor girl can't speak properly. She pauses every sentence to make sure she doesn't say something offensive. She's a nice girl and it's sweet that she tries so hard to not offend anyone. But seriously, she tries too hard. You don't help either. You randomly yell, "What did you say?" whenever she's within earshot distance. Yeah, well, it's just that she looks so cute when she's startled. Like a rabbit. It raises up the question of whether she's really like that. Or if you're the one making her wary of anything she says. Well, why don't we test that? How? You go out with her. Why? To test if it's really me who makes her like that. It's not like you can say no, you know? I mean, it's my honour that's on the line here. I want to prove you're only talking shit about me. Even if you were right, you have quite the fixation on that girl. She's fun. Fun how? She actually really acts when I tease her. You take it in your stride, but she actually gets startled, squirms, and then gets uncomfortable. How is that any good? She's cute and her reactions are cute. But if you keep it up, she'll either leave or get used to it. You know, like me. Shit, you're right. I must save my testing for when the moment is just right then. No, that's not the problem. It is for me. And what are you doing here? What about the dog? He said he had to go out. By the way, he said his name was... Say this lower girl. Say this lower girl. Do you guys get along? I wouldn't know. We get along as co-workers at the very least. What kind of girl is she, aside from the whole politically correct rabbit thing? Slow. She's the kind that does things so carefully, she does them really slowly. Really, really slowly. I can't deny that when she actually finishes stuff, she does a great job, but it's unnerving. She doesn't actually have to be with us in the building, though. She's more like a freelancer. Why is she even there, then? Because she likes dogs. And that's why I insist that you two would make a fine couple. That's a really superficial statement. It's like saying you'd be fine with someone because you're both women. Okay, bad example. May I say something? By all means. That lower girl is really as bland as you claim to be. Wouldn't you be better off with a more assertive position? A more assertive partner? You piece of scrap. She's totally calling you a pussy. Being fine with something because they're a woman is a starting point. Yes, I suppose. I mean, they could. If they're just a man that likes a man. Might not want to be a woman because they're a woman. She's right, though. Sharing interests and being compatible are two different things. But then you'd be underestimating the power of love. Whether you want to admit it or not, love changes people for better or for worse. Who knows, maybe you'll become more assertive after spending time with her. Or she'll drive me nuts. I guess that's a possibility too. Still, why are you so insistent on me and her getting together? She's like a cute rabbit. Someone might try to eat her out there. Someone might try to eat her out there. Yep, that was the sentence. It'd be a lot easier to keep her in my sight. So in short, your motherly instincts arose because of Allura. Why not see if she likes you? And that was a sentence. That was a sentence. You already tried to hit on her, didn't you? You make me sound like some kind of skirt chaser. She's not into girls. How'd you find out? I asked her directly. Of course you did. Someone wants to bang rabbits. That's a sentence too. She seemed, giddy afterwards though. I heard her muttering something about meeting her first lesbian. It was weird. Okay, enough Laura for a night. Refrain from using any "that's what you said last night" jokes variations thereof, please. Party pooper. Let's get a drink then. Sounds good. I'll have a bloom light, please. Get me a fringe weaver. Alright. 1 bloom light and 1 fringe weaver. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Aged and mixed. Here you go. I wonder why it's called a bloom light. Seems it was first developed for some video game event. The creators said something about making the attendees feel like their customers do. Said attendees were, of course, part of some big games company. Seems that company always used too much bloom lighting, so the bartender there literally made them drink all the blue. I wish I could do that with J.J. Abrams with the Star Trek movies. The amount of bloom he puts in his movies. And blooming games. Can we ban blooming games? I hate blooming games. And motion blur. Makes me feel ill. So it's not called that because it glows in the dark? Not this one, no. Come to think of it, did you ever change because of a relationship, Jill? In more ways than one, I guess. Would you say for better or for worse? I guess for the better. I'm too thick-headed to develop any new bad habits. Although thanks to my first boyfriend, I did pick up a very annoying habit of correcting everyone's grammar on the fly. Pretty annoying when I think back to it. So you're one of those kinds of people. As for me, sometimes I think I'm becoming more, what's the word? Cynical, jaded, bitter, tired of the crap this world and everyone in it throws on a daily basis. Hey, I'm just quoting you. But yeah, I think I became all of that because of this one girlfriend I had in college. She got me into the whole activism thing in the first place. How was that bad? We'd all go and protest, we'd start all kind of movements to see things change. I really got into the whole thing. But whenever I wanted to get more serious, I'd find myself coming up against a wall. That wall is an analogy for the fact that not everyone was willing to go that far. I found out pretty fast that most of them were the whole thing because of some shitty fad. And not because they actually believe in whatever movement they were championing. So I moved from group to group only to find people who were in it because of a fad. And when they were not in it because of a passing fad, they were dangerous extremist kind. My tolerance for shit was greatly diminished after that. So it wasn't so much the person that you had a relationship with, but rather other people. You seriously never thought about it that way. You need to stop putting the blame for what you did on past relationships. Whatever. Where's the other guy, by the way? He had to escort one of the dogs outside. Figures. Yes, Setchen? Is it hydrate time? I got my. Yep. Is it hydrate time? I've got my water bottle ready. Hydrate. I thought you were going to change it up and do like a stretch or something. I do know what time it is. Wow, it is from left field. It is a posture check. But of course I said that, so... Therefore, it's not out of left field anymore. I predict you, Setter and Netterman, you need to come up with a new gimmick to try and outwit me. I said stretch. Well, posture check and stretch are basically the same thing. Hi, have you just tuned into the stream because you heard pizza time? Hi, how are you doing? I have to admit, I did not predict that would happen. I would expect Blue to do something so underhanded, not you. Oh yeah, that one was here. That one that was here asked if you were the nice vet lady that works at Seraph Toy Company. You told me I couldn't outwit you. Yeah, true, I brought that on myself. I suppose he's interested in talking to you or something. Why didn't he do it then? I don't know. You've been doing a few jobs on the side, haven't you? The pay from the dogs isn't enough to keep up with the mounting debts. I don't know how you do it. It's hard to believe dogs pay at all. But this is coming from someone who works at the place that plays dogs for doing fuck all. Or at least I think we're paying him. I'm not completely certain we do. Will you get anything else? Well, we're fine, but we have to get up early tomorrow, and by we, I really mean her. She got invited to a picnic, and I won't stand to hear another had to go to a picnic with a hangover story. Fine. Let's go then. See you, Jill. Bye. Please come again. Man, you're such a party pooper. You'll be the party pooper tomorrow if you keep drinking. Boss, I'll take my break. Call me if anyone comes in. Alright. Break time! The moment I look forward to the most on a work day. I love breaks. It is now safe to keep playing. It's safe. No dogs in sight. Same music. Okay then, back to work. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey there, Alma. She seems down. Maybe there's something I can give her to cheer her up. Absinthe. I will give her absinthe. God, this is a wild one. Something to cheer her up. I mean, alcohol in general cheers me up. I love an alcoholic beverage. That's probably nice. A sunshine cloud. Yeah. Tastes like old chocolate milk with its good smell intact. Some say it tastes like caramel too. Is old chocolate milk like a good thing? I can't imagine it is. Hey. And this? It's on me. Drink so you at least change your expression. Why not just say you're worried about me? You got the message straight away, didn't you? So how is it? Well, it has alcohol, and I'm in a bar, so... good enough, I guess. I got you to speak. That's all I wanted. What? You're gonna jinx me or something? No, but you're being down and silent is uncanny. You're making it sound like I'm some sort of old windbag. Some sort of windbag. You know what I mean. Yeah, I do. Thanks. So why are you deflating? Deflating? When I got sad and started sighing peacefully, my grandpa warned me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept that up. So what is it? What is the news about people dressing up in bunny suits after the whole Alice Rabbit boom? Nah, that's old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say, Jill, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all my stored steam. Silly Alma, I've been feeling like utter shit since the last couple of days. You can't make me feel any worse. So go ahead, unwind all your worries on me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so... remember my sister Diana? The one that separated from her husband and forgot the kids while fucking her way around or something? Perfect summary. I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story then. More specifically, that she threw her husband out after months of abuse. Oh. However, that woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that she never ever thinks about selling other stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mum and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. So, what does this fully capable woman do a couple of weeks later? Why? Bring her abusive husband back, of course. What? Yeah, and that guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. We had a nice couple of hot, steamy nights and then left. Well... Huh? You've acted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. She's so broke she can't even get enough for a bus. Even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get the money. And it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents. Being such sweet angels, they've made a mess out of the whole place. Bernardo and Eva are actually staying with me a couple of days to give me some peace. Doesn't help that I never got along with Diana. So we're in the car and she asks how our kids are. And I, of course, after all the built-up tension, I just exploded. First, I started branding about how her kids are growing up seeing messed up stuff. I started scolding her about not taking responsibility and not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all these escapades. And after that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Yeah, you slutty skank, I don't even have kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't even have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I'm pretty much rave Eva and Bernardo, and they turned out pretty damn well. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore. Ah! Damn. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. I love my family and I put them above all else. But Diana is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Any way I could help? You just did. Huh? I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell though, and I couldn't just discuss this with any of my family members. I can't tell my mum, "Your daughter is a slut." I just need to get all of this off my chest, you know? From what I see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck. Nah, all you see here is filled with love and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender is my dad, actually. Kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs was Eva. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. These can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. And poor Bernardo, his breasts actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. My family sisters still look quite young, but when menopause hit, my mum lost her looks pretty quickly. Any good genes you get from your family, Jill? Good enough skin and hair, I guess? There's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but as far as I've had, I haven't had any problems with that. Oh, I see. Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation? How your nephews are turning out? She leaves with them, my mum. If she leaves them with my mum, they'll turn out better than her somehow. Actually, what worries me is what if I end up like that too? How so? If I find a good man and I settle down, what if he turns out sketchy? What if I have a sudden burst when I want to live my life and end up like that? What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that? If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is indication enough that you'll be fine. You think? I'm pretty sure. You said before that she had pretty much married the guy after a couple of months, right? Yeah. No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about it. But those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your rational standards. Hey! Am I lying? No. But there are things best kept as unspoken truths. I wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. You will. You'll know when you see him when the time comes. I sure hope so. For now, the time has come to get another drink. What can I get you? Get me something with ice, but alcoholic, please. Alright. I'm gonna ask for something cold with alcohol. It's classy. Yeah, why not? Here you go. Thanks. I needed to cool down a bit. That's why I'm here. So you said felt shitty the last couple of days. Why? Don't think too much about it. Oh, come on. You have my problems. I want to help you too. Don't worry too much. Right, I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You want to come? Sure. Something tells me this mega Christmas is going to be a mess at my parents' home. I'd rather have to avoid it. Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one. To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it in if you want. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste. Gotcha. Say, Jill, what's your favourite part of the chicken? Favourite part? I guess I like the legs the most. Really? I like breast better. Breast is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have a bit better texture. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs, and a lot less messy. You silly girls. Boss? You're there talking about breasts and legs when everyone knows the best part are the wings. Boss, what's that? Spicy chicken wings. Where did you get spicy chicken wings? From a spicy chicken? You know spicy chicken, the shop, 2 blocks from here. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Well, because... thought as much? Yo, Armitage. Alma. I know what I said. Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? You might need to heat it up. But I'll be cooking it otherwise. It'll be cooked otherwise. Great, I expect you here Sunday at 8 PM. Thanks. Anyway, I'll be back to my office. She doesn't have the American accent. She left the bucket. Want some? Don't mind if I do. Ooh, mild spice, nice. Weird, maybe she got a mixed up order and that's why she left them there. She usually orders stronger stuff. I found buckets that make my throat itch from being near them. Oh? Say, Jill, what kind of guys do you like? That's a sudden question. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive, responsible enough to keep a job. That's a no-go. Do you like them buff? What about tall? No tattoos or piercings, I guess. Never liked either. What about you? I like them well-dressed. They go out in iron shirts and well-coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. Some muscles is always fine too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And yet you're still single. That's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. I see. So can you get me a drink here? The spicy wings turned out to be spicy. What do I get you? Anything as long as it helps me with the spiciness in my mouth. Okay. Let's give her something to help with her to get over the spiciness of the wings. Let's go over Sunshine Cloud. Two. Because it's bitter. Here you go. Not the most pleasant thing, but it helped. Alright, so next question. What kind of girl do you like? You first. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but... Nope, I prefer men in my bed. Now you. Shit, just calm down. I guess I like girls with light-coloured hair. Light-coloured hair? Yeah, you know, like, redheads and such. What about white, like your boss? You were just setting me up for that comment, weren't you? Sorry, it's just that when she got here with a bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Your whole behaviour transformed. You became giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. So, light-coloured hair. What about blondes? Do you like me? Yeah, I guess. Let's say I'm into girls too, and I start hitting on you. Would you go along with it? Nice body, perfect face, and a good apartment? I would never let you go. Okay then, enough tangents. Why didn't you tell me you were feeling shitty these last days? What? Oh, that. I told you not to think too much about it. And I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill, you heard my problems so many times, now I want to help you. Come on, come here. I told you to sit here, come on. What? We see us. What are you? Alright then, now I'm the bartender and you're the client. Hardly the bartending station only works for me. I see. Okay then, I move this here, click. What the fuck was that? That was interesting. Now it works for you, for me, and that dog in the Hawaiian shirt. Why with him too? He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right, and how do you even manage to... Oh yeah, hacker, right? She had a rabbit. She had a rabbit. Maybe she's Alice Rabbit. Now we've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty. Mind telling me why? It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. Okay then, it's something that goes back to my college years. Whoa, that's taken it way back. Back in compulsory education, I made too much of an effort, but I managed to get higher grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well, enough to always get perfect grades. And then of course, when I got to college, it started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me a lot with my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave me more credits. I really liked her, and after some time I found out she liked me too. Oh ho ho! We started going out, met all of her family even, and... You want a drink? What? A drink. Around this time there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the clients. There was no such pause. Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. Sugar rush then, you can't mess that up. Right. Jill asked for a sugar rush. Now, how did this thing work again? This is bizarre. Feels weird. You know what? Seeing as we're on the other side of the fence. Let's make it a large. Here. Thanks. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess up a sugar rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body, you'd make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know. People don't go to bars for cuteness, though. You've obviously never been to a cat bar, then. Besides, my boobs can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So keep telling me the story. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study sessions after study sessions. Investigations, my thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear public speaking? I realised I'd lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there, and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realised I had only gone through the motions day after day, from high school to graduation. I felt like my whole life, whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point I stopped and realised I need a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I needed all my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So a couple of months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. But I was just scared. That would be my job. I'd spend my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation, but when I turned 40? I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things developed pretty quickly. She said one too many things. I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of her house and I broke a vase in the process. After that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry, I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have, but it's not just that. Eh? The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabrielle, came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Localized nanomachine rejection. A heart attack. Apparently, she had it for a long time, but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it gets worse after I left. I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. And if it's true, she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me she was sick when we were together? I don't know, I just feel like all kinds of failure. Jill. And to make it worse, I also lost out at Gabby. Yes, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid for fuck's sake. She lost her sister who pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologising. Pride, fear, a stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologise to her forever. Truly forever. Such a piece of shit. A selfish piece of shit. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Yo, boob tender. Yeah? Can you get me a big beer here? Coming right up. Big beer, big beer, big beer. What makes a beer big in this thing? Easy. I think I got the hang of this. Why can't everyone be a bartender? Big beer for Jill. Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of the BTC-issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Oh. Hey Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well... She was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stressed was my default state. So just like you're behaving right now. Shut up. I was worse. Can't picture that. Don't. It's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversation about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her going from talking about video games to talking about sports. All of that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into social interactions if she saw me by myself. She would drag me with her. Watching people was fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Lenore would always present me to her acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I don't even think about getting back into the relationship with her. She was such an awesome person, I just wanted to apologise. And now... You know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Oh? Back when I was thinking about what the hell to do with my life, I remember the night we spent in the club. She started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reaction and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said if everything else fails, why not take up at bartending? Huh, interesting. Are you okay? Some value of okay, yeah. It's just... I wanted to thank you, Arma. Thank me? I guess I just needed someone to teach all of this to, and you were to tell all of this to, and you were the only one. You volunteered yourself. You insisted on listening to me. You stood there listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, that I'm not one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client. But I really appreciate your friendship. Or at the very least, your patronage. I really enjoy working with you. Jill, are you dying? Shut up, I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. Sorry, it's just... It's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realised the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. And it hurts like fucking hell, you know? I never, and I mean never, want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost. And if it means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. If I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologise. I hate feeling like this. I hate it. That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright, enough sappiness. Get back here. I'm on duty, you know. Fine. It's almost closing time anyways. It was fun while it lasted, though. Hey. Yeah? I mean it, you know. Thanks for everything today. Silly Jill. You listen to my problems and I listen to yours. That's what friends are here for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget. Did you ever talk about all of this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore's death yet. Why didn't you do that sometime? I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. Don't be silly. They're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk like this with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. Take care. That Morgause sure is nice. Oh, boss. Did you hear all of that? Not all of it, but a good chunk at the very least. Your expression changed a lot already. It did? You look happier. That's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter deal tomorrow. Right. Oh yeah, boss, about those chicken wings? Fucking idiots, the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana, we won't have enough spices for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat the regulars? Ugh, call the manager. Boss?
I made a mistake! I made a mistake!
Unbelievable. Cherish Titty Hacker. She's a good friend. $300. Your account lacked sufficient funds to pay your electricity bill. Reconnection endeavours will start on January the 15th. Did I not? Jill's power got cut. This will surely distract her at work. No!
Just pay the bills later.
Even if I did, those fuckers are on vacation anyway. Oh. Well, I didn't mean to do that. That's unfortuitous. Well, that's life.